I swear to God, when conservatives describe things that they're afraid of, they sound like little kids that are afraid of the dark. Oh no, drag queens! What? Why is that a problem? They're gonna wear wigs and makeup and stuff and like it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
So, Texas Republicans held a convention over the weekend where they made revisions to their platform. And these newer revisions include that President Joe Biden was not legitimately elected to the office of the presidency. They want to repeal certain elements of the 1965 Voting Rights Act they called homosexuality an abnormal lifestyle. I'll read that in a moment. As well as, of course, they called for the abolishment of abortion. So, over the weekend, they stated homosexuality is an abnormal lifestyle choice. We believe there should be no granting of special legal entitlements or creation of special status for homosexual behavior, regardless of state or origin. But it's like, what types of special entitlements are you talking about? Their ability to get married and, possibly be happy or miserable like the rest of us? How many absolutely miserable heterosexual marriages are there? So it's like, these people don't have the right to suffer with the rest of us in marriage? I mean, if it's so bad, it's like, I mean, either it's going to work or it's not. It either has something to do with you or it doesn't. It probably doesn't. Maybe it does. But that's besides the point, because this TikTok points out exactly that Republicans act like children when it comes to issues like these, because they're more worried about this than they are to actually improving the healthcare system or improving the education system or just making things more accessible for themselves, even.
But I don't like it. Because what's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why you think something would happen.
They're dancing.
What?
They're dancing. Look.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's
God.
okay.
I mean, for the most part, as we know, the far right wing in this country is afraid of everyone that isn't exactly like them. They're homogenous, white, Christian base, whatever that means to them. Anything that doesn't look like that. That's why they're so terrified of the brown Latinos coming in from the southern border. In their minds, I always joke about this. If you've seen World War Z, that zombie movie where all the zombies are like clambering over each other, running up the wall and like falling over to the other side. That's how Republicans imagine Latinos coming down from the South, which also goes into the point of the complete comical reality of Texas Republicans wanting to secede from the United States, because that inevitably would mean that they would have to partner themselves even tighter with those brown Latinos from the South, from which they have so much vitriol. So, again, their fear makes their reality completely illogical. But as we know, Fox News and other right wing outlets and right wing politicians themselves and all the independent echo chamber right wing outlets that you have on YouTube and 4chan and Truth Social and all these other platforms, these people will be trapped in their ignorance because it's what they're feeding on. And again, let's talk about these drag shows. I mean, if you're so against them, then just don't go to them, because like I pointed out a few days ago, it's not like they're on every corner of every city. Unless you live in a large metropolitan area, there are probably not too many happening around you. And again, if you have children and you're so against this happening, then just don't take your kids to one. But the bigger point is that how is this going to be enforced? Because the right wing's obsession with cultural issues in this country really can only be enforced through things like surveillance and just basically boots on the ground thug behavior from brown coats, black coats, whatever you want to call them. I mean, what are you gonna any drag show that there is? Are you gonna have it surveyed? Are you gonna survey people through their social media, through their telephones? What are you gonna burn it down and shut it down every time you find one? I mean, how again? So it's like they're so hyper focused on these issues, but it's like, well, when it comes time to enforce your concerns, how is this going to be done? And that's where the biggest problem lies.